Good evening and welcome again to the Farmers Bank Fieldhouse in Lebanon, Indiana, on the northwest side of Indianapolis, here in Boone County. I'm Eric Ivey. I'm here with my daughter Natalie, and together we are Minotaur Media. We are finally going to bring you the game between the Naptown Bulldogs in white uniforms and the Memphis Blues in blue uniforms. As we get ready to tip off, we have one referee here, and that was the delay. Natalie figured it out. We did not have referees. We have one. We assume that more are coming, or maybe not. We'll just go with one, and let's get this game started. All right, here we go. Tip-off is secured by the Bulldogs, and off we go. 10-minute quarters here in the Sunbelt Basketball Association. Bulldogs passing it around. Shot is up. Shot is good by Leangelo Saravia. And that gets the Bulldogs out to a 3-0 start. Here comes Memphis. Memphis being the defending champions of the SBA. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Ali Al-Quraishi for the Bulldogs. Memphis only traveled up here with 5 guys today, so they're in for quite a workout as they try to defend their 4-1 record, which is good for best in the league. And fast break is nicely slowed down by the Bulldogs. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded once again by Ali Al-Quraishi. 3-0 Bulldogs in the lead. Up, ball is stolen by Gavin Withrow. Pass down to Bay, and Bay lays it up and in for 2. We'll go over these rosters again. We did it about a half hour ago, but we'll do it again here when we get a break. Bulldogs passing it around. Saravia tries to get it to Bessick, but it's picked off by Jonathan Johnson of the Memphis Blues. Gavin Withrow bringing it up the court. Passes it out to Kylan Giroux. Kylan's shot is good. It's good for 3, so that makes it 5-3. The visiting Memphis Blues in the lead. Naptown Bulldogs have started this season with a 1-2 record. And their last game was the one that we broadcast, where they fell in a close match to these Memphis Blues. So we'll see if they can catch them tonight. Shot is up. Shot is short. Rebounded, however, by Dwayne Robinson. Robinson's going to shoot. Robinson's going to score. Tie it all up. 5-5. Still only one referee on the floor. Oh, nice shot there by Kylan Giroux. Hopefully more are on their way, although the players are not complaining. They were not happy when they had to wait 30 minutes after they had warmed up. Bulldogs with it. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Withrow. Withrow brings it up the floor. Roughly at the top of the key, he passes it across to Tadarian Moore. Shot is up. Shot is a little bit short by Kylan Giroux. Reeled in by the Bulldogs, and here come the boys in white. Wow, Javion Young almost loses it again, and that'll be a jump ball. It's going to stay with Naptown. Nope. That's what I thought. Tadarian Moore said, hey, we didn't get the tip-off. It should be our ball. He was right. Memphis has it. Inbound pass to Grant Withrow. Javion Young all over him, and that'll be a foul called on Javion. 6:44 left in the first frame. Memphis 7, Naptown Bulldogs 5. Inbound pass. Tadarian Moore has it. And he passes it across the way to Jonathan Johnson. Johnson's shot up, no good. Rebounded by Young. Young in his snazzy pink shoes pitches it off to Leangelo Saravia. Got my tongue tied there. Shot is up. Shot is good by Saravia. 7-7. Tadarian Moore with it. Passes it underneath to a wide open Jonathan Johnson. He's going to get clocked in the head. That's a foul. And I believe she called that against Dwayne Robinson for the Bulldogs. Jonathan Johnson now going to shoot 2. Johnson's first shot. Just will not go in. Bounced all over the rim, but did not fall. Second shot. Got it. Nothing but net. 8-7, Memphis in the lead. Javion Young going to bring it up the floor for the Bulldogs. I believe we are playing by FIBA rules as the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Memphis ball. I believe we are playing by FIBA rules only today. At least that's what we were told. Now, we are prepared in case they break out the Elam rule in the fourth quarter. I'm ready for both because they confused me last time. So we'll see what they're going to do in the fourth quarter as Memphis' shot won't fall. Foul is called. I believe Saravia was the victim. He was, and he will shoot 2. 8-7, Memphis in the lead. 5:36 left in the first quarter. Shot is up. Good. That'll tie it up 8-8. Second shot. Good. And Naptown out to a commanding 9-8 lead. There's no coming back from that, is there, Natalie? Memphis passes it around. Memphis fans probably disagree. Tadarian Moore with it on the far side of the court from us. Pass across the way. Shot is up. No good by Withrow. Rebounded by Dwayne Robinson. He pitches it off to Saravia. Back to Robinson. Over to Young. Back to Saravia. That goes off his foot. Out of bounds. Memphis ball. Blues passing it around. Tadarian Moore directing traffic, saying you go over there, you go over there. Shot is up. Good by Kylan Giroux for 3. Gives Memphis an 11-9 lead, and I guess that was a surmountable lead. Imagine that. Saravia underneath to Robinson. Robinson shoots. It won't go. Rebounded by Shaquib Raheem Bey. Underneath, Bay's got it. Nope. And Bay's going to get fouled. No. Oh, there's 2 11s out there. Ali Al-Qureishi's still out there. Okay. Foul is called against Ali. Memphis ball. Referee's on top of it. Oh, pass intercepted by Phil Bessick. He throws down to Saravia. Saravia over to Young. Young lays it up in, draws the foul. Shaquib Raheem Bey is going to be the guilty party on that one. And Javion Young will go to the line to shoot the and one. 11-11 with 4:13 left in the first quarter. Javion Young with the opportunity to give Naptown another lead here. Shot is up. Good. Memphis Blues bringing it up the floor. Withrow underneath. Shot is up, no good by Bay. 21 fingers. That will be Phil Bessick, called for the foul. And Shaquille Rahim will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot, good. Second shot. Won't go. However, it's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's still with it. He shoots, he scores, he draws the foul. Substitution for the Bulldogs. This is Matt Ray coming in to give Leangelo Saravia a well-deserved score to water. Saravia got the first points on the board in this game and a lot more after that. Shot is good. 15-12 now, Memphis. Great sequence of events if you're a Blues fan. Not so great if you're a Bulldogs fan on that last possession. Javian Young with it. He throws it over to Mark Owens. Robinson, Ray. Shot is up. Shot is good for 3. That'll tie her all up. 15-15 as we approach the 3-minute mark left in the first quarter. Shot is up. No good. That's Dwayne Robinson with the rebound. Javian Young with it. Back to Robinson. Robinson at the top of the key. Tries to get it to a teammate, but it's knocked away. Retrieved by Javian Young. Phil Bessick. Up and good for 3. Darian Moore. Over to Kylan Giroux. Kylan fires it. Got it. Matt Ray with it. Well, he's surrounded by Blues. He needs some help. Nobody's coming to his rescue. Jump ball is called. That, I believe, will go to Naptown. If I remember correctly, it went to Memphis last time, and I do remember correctly, which is a minor miracle in and of itself. Inbound pass. Mark Owens with it. Mark is getting swallowed up by defenders. Gets it over to Matt Ray, and Matt is tied up. Foul's going to be on Gavin Withrow for the Memphis Blues. 18-17, Naptown in the lead. Just a bit over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Matt Ray with it. Now he gives it over to Phil Bessick. Phil trying to get a little closer. He kicks it out to a teammate. Shot is up. No good. That was Mark Owens who couldn't get it to go. Bessick scores and draws the foul after he gets the ball back for the Bulldogs. Phil Bessick having himself a good quarter. Phil going to go to the line, try to add one more to the tally. Shot is up. Nope. Won't go. Rebounded by Bay. Bay hands it over to Withrow, and here come the Blues. Three-point shot up and good by Kylan Giroux. So just as soon as Naptown gets a little breathing room, here comes Memphis again. We're all tied up 20-20. Javian Young. Owens with it. Owens throws it across the way to Robinson. Robinson puts up a shot. It won't go. Ray tries to put it back, but just not quite enough mustard on it. Darian Moore with it now. He's guarded by Phil Bessick. Darian's going to fire up a 3. No, too long. Rebounded by Owens. Owens over to Javion Young. Javion, nope, decides against it. Back out to Robinson. Robinson fires up a three, won't go. Rebounded by Tadarian Moore. We're under a minute left in the first quarter. Weaving through traffic, kicking it out to Giroux. Giroux's going to get fouled. So Kylan Giroux going to the line to shoot two with 38.3 seconds left in the first quarter, all tied up at 20-20. First shot, good. A substitution for the Bulldogs. Phil Bessick gets a break. Jaquan Edwards comes in his stead. Nice applause there from the crowd for Phil and his efforts in his shift. Second free throw won't go. And here come the Bulldogs, trailing by one as we approach the 30-second mark. Robinson with it. Over to Young. Young about the top of the key, gets a little bit closer, kicks it out, shot is up, that's going to be short. Battle for the ball, winds up in Bay's hands. It was Edwards who couldn't get that shot to go. Bounce pass is intercepted by Javion Young. Down to Robinson. Robinson shoots. No, won't go. Tipped in nicely there by Mark Owens. And desperation shot to beat the clock does not go in. And we end the first quarter with the Naptown Bulldogs leading the visiting Memphis Blues 22-21. And while we have a moment, let's show you those rosters again. Your Naptown Bulldogs are Dame Wilburn, Matt Ray, Javion Young, Stephen Rogers, Mark Owens, Xazian Rowe, Ali Al-Quraishi, Kenji Thomas, Phil Bessick, Leangelo Saravia, Dwayne Robinson, Jaquan Edwards, and Angel Edmondson. And while we don't have a graphic for the Blues because we got their roster too late to make a graphic, I will tell you who they are. Number 1 is Tadarian Moore. Number 5 is Kylan Giroux. Number 10 is Gavin Withrow. 11 is Shaquib Raheem Bay. And 12 is Jonathan Johnson. So those are your Memphis Blues. We are here in the Farmers Bank Fieldhouse in Lebanon, Indiana. Lebanon being in Boone County on the northwest side of Indianapolis. We are in a driving rainstorm in a giant metal building, so our data hotspot didn't work. We are now on the Fieldhouse's public Wi-Fi, so hopefully the signal is getting out to you okay. If it's not, we are recording at the same time, and once we get home, I'll get that uploaded on our YouTube channel at Minotaur Media Live. So if it gets a little glitchy, don't panic, because we'll have the recorded version up later tonight. Looks like Dame Wilburn is going to come in for the Naptown Bulldogs, as is Stephen Rogers. Matt Ray still out there, Mark Owens still out there, and Jaquan Edwards still out there. And Memphis fans, the Blues only brought 5 guys, so it'll be the same 5 from start to finish. As we get set to start the second quarter, still only 1 referee, but she's doing a great job. Nobody's complaining down there, so players seem to be okay with her too. Shot is up, shot is good. Nicely done there by Gavin Withrow. And puts Memphis back out at the top. Dame Wilburn with it, back out to Matt Ray. Memphis playing really close defense again, just as they did a few weeks ago when Natalie and I last saw them play. Shot won't go. It was rebounded by Jonathan Johnson. Long pass down to Bay is going to be too long, I believe. And they're going to say that Shaquib Raheem ran out of planks, and it'll be Naptown ball. Stephen Rogers into Matt Ray. Matt's going to bring it across center court. Here come the Bulldogs. If you're just joining us, Bulldogs in white, Blues in, of course, blue. What other color would they wear? Dame Wilburn going to try to get a little closer. He'll shoot. Won't go. Tries to tip in his own shot. That won't go. Nice save there by Johnson. Gets it over to Withrow. And here comes Memphis the other way. Withrow going to take it coast to coast. His shot won't go, but that's because he was fouled. Dame Wilburn is going to be called for the infraction. And Withrow will go to the line to shoot 2. Shot is up. Shot is good. Second shot. Got it. Thought it was going to be a little short, but it made it. And so it's 25-22, Memphis in the lead. Here come the Bulldogs. Matt Ray with it. Kicks it out to Robinson. That's not Robinson. That's Edwards. His shot won't go. Tadarian with it. It's stolen by Dame Wilburn. Pass down to Owen. Stolen back briefly. Now Matt Ray's all by himself. He fires up a 3. It's not going to go. Edwards with the board and the putback. It doesn't go. Tip in doesn't go. Holy smokes. Naptown comes out of that with no points. Shot is up. Shot is good. Memphis didn't come out of that possession with no points. That was Jonathan Johnson hitting a 3. We've got a timeout on the floor, and we are going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we come out of that timeout. 8:21 left in the second quarter in this contest, the Sunbelt Basketball Association contest between the Naptown Bulldogs from right here in Indianapolis against the Memphis Blues from, as you might guess, Memphis, Tennessee. Ball goes out of bounds. Memphis ball. Tadarian Moore with it. Throws it over to Giroux. Giroux's going to shoot a fadeaway. It won't go. Rebounded by Mark Owens. He hands it over to Dame Wilburn. Sure looked like he stepped on the baseline, but we only have one ref here, and it doesn't matter because Memphis intercepted the pass. Shot won't go, however. It rolls around the rim. Matt Ray got it. That is 2. I thought so, yep. I had to check with the referee. She also indicated 2. Tadarian, surrounded by Bulldogs, has to kick it out to Withrow. And Withrow crashes into Ray, and Matt Ray is going to get called for it. 28-25, Miami in the lead. Xavier Rowe coming in. Mark Owens gets a nice round of applause from the fans as he gets a well-deserved cup of Gatorade. Underneath. Shot up, no good. Jonathan Johnson is clobbered. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. So we're in a different arena than we were in, 2 or 3 weeks ago when Natalie and I last saw these Bulldogs. And this time, our scoreboard camera is set up on a steel rail that is mounted in concrete. It is not going to vibrate, I promise. We learned our lesson last time. And both shots are good. That'll give Memphis a 30-25 lead, courtesy of Jonathan Johnson and his free throw shooting prowess. So, if we can keep the sound on and the scoreboard camera in one spot, we'll be better off than we were last time. It's a fun game here as it's stolen by Gavin Withrow. Gavin's going to take it coast to coast. Give him the steal, give him the bucket. Steve Rogers from three-point range. No, a little bit short. Rebounded by Moore. Moore gives it over to Withrow. Withrow at the top of the key. He's guarded by Edwards. Passes it over to Bay. Bay's going to fire up a 3, and the big man's got some range. She's going to call that a 2. Huh. Okay. I thought it was a 3, but she's much closer and has much better vision than I do, I'm sure. The ball gets knocked out of the Bulldogs' hands. I think that's Xazian Rowe down there. Yep. Got knocked out of his hands, but it went out of bounds, so Naptown will keep control of it. Memphis has come storming out of the gates here in the second quarter. They were down by 1 as we started the frame, and now they're up by 9. Edwards, oh, nice block there by Kylan Giroux. Edwards' shot never made it out of his hands. Shot is up, won't go. Whistle on the floor. It'll be Naptown ball. Matt Ray with it. Pass it over to Dame Wilburn, over to Steve Rogers. Captain America from three-point range. Makes it a 34-28 game with just over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Gavin Withrow with it. Over to Tadarian. Tadarian passes it out to Johnson. Johnson's going to fire it up. Got it! That's a 3 for Memphis. Captain America is thinking about another 3. He's going to take it. That's going to be short. He knows it. Tries to tip it in himself. Can't secure it. Ball goes out of bounds. Memphis ball. Memphis with it. This is Kylan Giroux. He's going to run out of space, so he's got to kick it out. I think that's Tadarian over there. It is. Oh, sweet move by Tadarian, but Dame Wilburn knocks his pass out of the air. Rounded up by the Bulldogs. Matt Ray now has Gavin Withrow all over him. And it might have been a little too much from Withrow. No, they're going to call Ray for a foul. Ball goes over to Memphis. Or maybe Ray stepped on the sideline. I'm not sure. Memphis Blues with it. Tadarian Moore thinks about a 3. Moves over a little bit underneath to Bay. Bay shoots and scores. Xazian Rowe with it now. He's looking for some space. Got a big open lane, does Xazian. He'll get pushed on his way up. Call is going to go against Tadarian, and Xazian will go to the line to shoot 2. 3:44 left in the second quarter, 39-28. Memphis in the lead, and looks like we have a timeout on the floor, and we are going to go to commercial. We'll be back. back, coming out of the timeout. 3:44 left in the second frame. Memphis leads 39-28. They are plus 12 in this quarter against the Naptown Bulldogs. Xazian Rowe at the line for the Bulldogs. All right, everybody's where the referee wants them, and Mr. Rowe is now going to shoot. First shot. In and out, no good. Second shot. No good. That's too short. It's rebounded by Jonathan Johnson. Here comes Memphis, looking to add to their 11-point lead. To Darian Moore. Oh, beautiful pass over to Shakib Bey. Give Bey the bucket. Give Moore the assist. Dame Wilburn for the Bulldogs. He's going to fire up a three, and he hits nothing but net, does Damian. Beautiful shot by Wilburn there. Long three, that'll be short. Rebounded by Steven Rogers. Steve, he's going to take it all the way. Layup up and good. He kept waiting for defenders to crash down on him, and they never did. 41-33. Naptown's got a little more pep on their bench now. Three-point shot up, a little bit long. Rebounded by Matt Ray. Ray down to Rowe. Yes, that is 9 and not an 8. Back to Ray. Over to Captain America from three-point range. Won't go. However, Xazian Rowe there for the offensive board. He's going to back it up, throw it out to Dame Wilburn. Dame's looking for space. And he gets it over to Jaquan Edwards. And Jaquan makes short work of it for 2 points for the Bulldogs. Darian Moore now with it. Gives it out to Bey. Bey with a long shot. Won't go. Dame Wilburn with the rebound. Kicks it out to Steven Rogers. Steve back to Dame. Out to Matt Ray. Matt's going to fire up a three. No, won't go. Rebounded, however, by Steve. Steve kicks it out to Xazian. Xazian's got it for three. And now Naptown on a run. Memphis wants a timeout to collect themselves. What was once an 11-point lead for Memphis is now down to 3 with 1:40 left in the second quarter. And what a run by the Naptown Bulldogs. We would like to thank the Sunbelt Basketball Association and Varsity Sports Nation for allowing us to broadcast this game. Both organizations are based in Florida while we are based in Indianapolis, so we're just slightly closer to Lebanon, Indiana than those two agencies, but thank you so much for allowing us to do this. And to Big Baller Brand for being a big sponsor of the SBA and the Naptown Bulldogs. And I think I may see their patch on the Memphis Blues uniforms also. So thank you, Big Baller Brand, for facilitating this league, its teams, and allowing its players to come out and do their thing. Got about 1:40 left until halftime. Memphis wearing the blue uniforms in 41 points. Naptown Bulldogs out of Indianapolis wearing white uniforms have 38 points. All right, Memphis ball coming out of the timeout. We'll see if the Blues have gotten calmed down here a little bit. I believe Naptown's on about an 8-0 run, if I remember the sequence of events correctly. To Darian underneath to Bey. Out to Johnson. Johnson's going to get closer. Reverse layup up and good for Jonathan Johnson. That was a very nice athletic play there. not only weaving around a defender, but getting that reverse layup to go. Matt Ray. No, that's Xazian Rowe. My mistake. That's Matt Ray. Matt's going to shoot. Won't go. Rebounded by Moore. Minute left in the second quarter. To Darian. Over to Bay. Shaquille Ibrahim passes it out to Withrow. Back over to Moore. Moore across the way to Giroux. Giroux underneath to Bay. Bay shoots off the backboard, hits the rim, no good. But as Bay gets his own rebound. And they're going to say he stepped on the sideline. It'll be Naptown ball. Rogers inbounds to Dame Wilburn. And let's see what the Bulldogs can do with the last 20 seconds and counting of the second quarter. This is Jaquan Edwards with it. Passes it over to Rogers. Rogers glances at the time left. He knows what's going on. Wilburn shoots, draws the foul, and Jonathan Johnson's going to be the guilty party. That will send Dame Wilburn to the line to shoot 3 free throws since he was in the process of shooting a 3. And this will give the Bulldogs an opportunity to pull within 2. First shot. Good. 43-39, Memphis in the lead. Second shot. A little off target. Steve Rogers forgets how many Dame's shooting, so it was pretty, Steve, but doesn't count. Third shot, no good. And it's rebounded by Moore. And Johnson shoots and scores, beats the buzzer, and gives Memphis 2 more before we go to halftime. So at the break, Memphis Blues 45, Naptown Bulldogs 39. And last time we had a 10-minute halftime. We will assume the same, and we will see you then.
Unleash the champion within.
This could be the future. You know, right now, we're experiencing this, and you never know, like, kids may really love and enjoy this type of atmosphere. So in the future, it definitely could take off globally.
First I thought it was going to be like really hard to do, but then it ended up like once we kept the games going and everyone was talking to one another, and then even talking to like some of the girls who did it before from Boom, they all kind of helped each other out along the way. So it just was really a lot of fun.
I think it was really fun. It was something completely different, really revolutionizing the game. I mean, it's just completely different. Nobody's ever played it like that before, so it was cool to be a part of something like this.
I think it was pretty interesting. It's definitely different. I would love to see it in Augusta. Definitely something I would like to put on in Augusta as well.
I definitely see this like becoming like a really big and competitive for girls basketball, especially because we don't really have much to do if we want to, you know, come and play. Like the guys have Ace League or whatever other leagues to go and play, and this was really good for us to still come here. And then they have the girls that came down from Georgia that were other pros, so it keeps it really competitive and just makes winning that much better in the end.
I think it'll be a lot bigger, a lot more teams. If you do something like this again, it'll be more people coming, more people interested, more spectators, of course. And I just feel like it'll be a bigger game all around.
But I see it expanding and growing. I think it's a great tool for kids to be able to do it in high school and middle school and just growing. I think it's going to go far in the long run. I feel like everybody's going to be trying to get involved. This thing going to take off right here, man.
How far can the human spirit take you? One more step? A few feet? All the way across the line this time? Back to feeling whole. Get back where you belong with national leaders in orthopedic care. Advent Health, official champion of the human spirit.
In the world of sports, every decision shapes your future.
At Influencer Counsel, we understand the importance of making the right choices and having wise counsel.
With our experienced legal team by your side, you can rest easy.
Taxation obligations, investment opportunities, and purchasing assistance can mean the difference in short-term and long-term success.
Our branding specialists work tirelessly to build and elevate your personal brand, making sure you stand out on and off the field. Join Influencer Counsel and maximize your opportunities.
It's a simple idea. Can you leverage some of the biggest events in the world to change the life of a family down the street? How can a game here benefit someone here, or here, or here? At FCS, we organize events you love and use them to benefit the community we love. It's about more than a bowl game, more than football, more than a stadium. It's about impact on our neighbors and the next generation. Our roots run deep, and now we're branching out. Here, you're part of a story unlike any in the country about what we can do when we work together to go for the win. Bolder, brighter, stronger, together. Let's go win.
Hey, Carrie, you're clear.
Vamos.
This is incredible. Carrie Abello sprinting past the specialized operating room. The AI-powered MRI takes minutes, but she's out of there in seconds.
Good morning, Carl.
In a brilliant maneuver, she uses the digitally enhanced inpatient smart room.
Well, welcome back to Boone County, Indiana, Lebanon, to be specific, in the Farmers Bank Fieldhouse. We had a 5-minute halftime. So maybe trying to make up for lost time with the slow start. I'm not really sure, but here we go. Getting ready to start the third quarter. Don't believe the scoreboard that you see on your screen. It just hasn't been clicked over yet from the second period to the third period. We are starting the third quarter. Bulldogs in white, Memphis in blue, Bulldogs with the ball, and off we go. Phil Bessick with it. Gives it back to Leangelo Saravia. He throws it over to Robinson. Robinson's going to shoot a fadeaway jumper. It won't go. Angel Edmondson gets the board, though, so Bulldogs retain possession. Javion Young, his shot won't go. Battle for the board. Edmondson's right in the middle of it, but Jonathan Johnson comes up with it. Throws it over to Tadarian Moore, and here come the boys in blue. Ball is tipped, goes out of bounds, will be Naptown ball. They're going to say that Kylan Giroux was the last to touch it. I keep saying they are going to say. She is going to say. We have one referee here. She's doing a fantastic job. Edmondson's shot won't go. Ball comes free. Rounded up by Withrow. Anyway, she's the only one making these decisions. So she says the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Memphis. And Withrow will inbound. He does so. Gets it into Moore. Moore underneath to Johnson. Johnson swallowed up by Bulldogs. Kicks it out to Withrow. Withrow out to Darian Moore. Bulldogs playing a lot tighter defense now as Javion Young gets his mitt on the ball, but Withrow hangs on to it. His shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Angel Edmondson. Down to Bessick, down to Javion Young. Javion's shot won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be last touched by Javion. It'll go over to Memphis. Withrow has it. He brings it up the floor for the defending SBA champions. Memphis on a 4-game winning streak, 4-1 record overall. And Naptown Bulldogs are 1-2, and they lost to these very Blues in their last game, and that was the last one we called. Colin Giroux, he's going to fire, he's going to score. Nice deliberate possession there by Memphis. 47-39, Memphis Blues in the lead. Oh, blocked there by Jonathan Johnson. Monster block. Johnson going to shoot. Johnson going to score. Tadarian Moore with the assist. And Memphis back out in front by 10. Naptown had quite the surge there in the second quarter, end of the second quarter. Angel Edmondson up and in for 2. Got it pretty close, and then Memphis has been hot so far in the third. In case you missed it earlier, Memphis only traveled with 5 guys, so you'll see these same 5 fellas out on the floor for the entire game. Tadarian Moore throws it over to Giroux. Kylan going to get close. No, he's going to get it stolen by Javion Young. Javion weaves through traffic. His shot won't go, but Shakib Rahim Bey is going to be called for the foul. And so Javion will go to the line. This is the first time seeing Angel Edmondson today for the Naptown Bulldogs. He had himself a monster game the last time we played. I really enjoyed watching him play, both live and when I rewatched the game video several times later. Javion's shot, good. Had a whole bunch of boards, had a whole bunch of points. Real athletic, especially for one of the bigger fellas on the floor. Javion's second shot, good. Barely moves the net on both shots. So 49-43. Naptown within 6. Javion Young all over Tadarian Moore. Tadarian, nice spin move. He decides to kick it over to Bey. Bey's going to shoot with those big long arms, and he's going to draw the foul. So Shakib Rahim Bey going to the line. He will shoot 2. First shot, a little short. Shot was short. He's not short. Speaking of one of the bigger fellows on the floor, he's a tall man there, Shaquille Ibrahim. Second shot is good. He makes the necessary corrections and gets a point on the board for the Memphis Blues. 50-43, defending champs in the lead. Robinson hits it from 3. Dwayne Robinson from way downtown. And Naptown back within 4. Angel Edmondson all over to Darian Moore. To Darian, nice drop step, and then a fadeaway jumper is up and in for 2. As we go under the 6-minute mark left in the third quarter. Scoreboard still says second period. It is the third quarter. And whistle on the floor. Kylan Giroux is going to be called for the foul. And Angel Edmondson looks like he's going to shoot 2. Angel's first shot. Little bit short. Angel's second shot coming up here. Got it. Nice adjustment there by Angel on his second shot. 52-47 as, almost picked, the inbound pass was almost picked off by Saravia, but Memphis controls it. Moore with it. He's swallowed up by Bulldogs. Trying to get it underneath to Bay. He does. Now it's swatted out of the air by Edmondson. Now it's swatted out of the air by Young. Reeled up by Edmondson. Back over to Young. Young fires up a 3. No, that's going to hit the net, but that's about it. Angel tries to save it, but it goes right to one of the Blues players. Shot is up, shot is in by Colin Giroux. 54-47 now. Memphis in the lead. Edmondson underneath. Nice pass there from Bessick, and Edmondson gets the bucket. That may not have been Bessick. That may have been Saravia. I'm going to have to go back and look at the film on that one. Passing around, top of the key. Shot is up, a little bit wide. Johnson can't get it to go. It's rebounded by the Bulldogs. Saravia with it. Saravia shoots. Got it. 4:30 and counting left in the third quarter. Memphis ball, 54-51. Boys in blue in the lead. But just like last time Natalie and I watched the Bulldogs play, they're not going away. That'll be a travel. And the ball will go over to Naptown. Looks like we have a timeout on the floor. 4:14 left in the third quarter. Memphis 54, Naptown 51, and we will be back. back from the timeout. Looks like it's going to be Naptown ball. LeAngelo Saravia going to do the honors for the Bulldogs. He gets it into Javion Young, and here we go. Saravia with it, over to Phil Bessick. Over to Young. Robinson going to shoot. It just won't go. Rebounded by Giroux. He throws it over to Withrow. And Withrow sees a seam. He's going to shoot. No, he's not going to score. But Johnson gets the offensive board for Memphis, kicks it out to Giroux. Giroux fires up a long shot. It won't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says Naptown ball. All right, here come the Bulldogs. Dwayne Robinson gets it in to LeAngelo Saravia. And Saravia was trying to get it to Bessick, but it got smacked back to him by Giroux. Naptown still with it. 3-point shot by Saravia. Nothing but net for LeAngelo Saravia. Beautiful shot there, and we're all tied up with just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 54 apiece. Johnson underneath. Let's see if she counts the basket. Angel Edmondson clobbered Johnson in the face as he went up. Yes, gave him the basket. So exactly 3 minutes left in the third period. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. We're in the third. 56-54 with Jonathan Johnson at the line to shoot the and one after getting his face caved in by Angel Edmondson. Good. Got the 3 points the hard way. And Johnson seems no worse for wear, nor is he particularly perturbed. And so peace holds. Angel Edmondson with the bucket. Gets Naptown back to within one. Tadarian Moore with it. He's guarded by Saravia. Throws it across the way to Gavin Withrow. Ball is stolen. Shot is up. Oh, it won't go. And Saravia is going to let it go out of bounds wisely because the referee says it's Naptown ball. Javion Young just got a teensy bit too much mustard on that layup, and it would not fall. But Naptown retains possession, and Dwayne Robinson now with it. He's going to fire up a jumper, and it drops for two. Naptown in front, 58-57. They've come back from two double-digit deficits so far in this contest. So we approach the 2-minute mark left in the third period, which is now corrected on the scoreboard. And Javion Young with a steal. Over to Saravia. Edmondson gets blasted by Tadarian Moore on his way up. So Angel Edmondson will go to the line, and he'll shoot two. Great play there by Angel. Angel has a rather sizable size advantage on Tadarian Moore. As Angel gets the first basket to go. So far, Memphis is not showing any signs of fatiguing, even though they've only played with 5 guys the entire time. Ball goes out of bounds after the missed shot. It'll go over to Memphis. But we shall see how things go in the fourth quarter. Jonathan Johnson with it. He's guarded by Angel Edmondson. Kicks it over to Kylan Giroux. Kylan looking for space. And another steal there. But Memphis reels it back in. Angel Edmondson now gets it over to Phil. And Phil gets hammered. Bulldogs bringing it up the floor. Dwayne Robinson's shot won't go. And it's Memphis ball again. A little pandemonium breaking out there. And we've got a whistle on the floor. Let's see what she's going to say. I'm not sure what she said. They're wiping up the floor. There, I see it. Wet spot on the floor, so we got to wipe that up. That, I think, is over there where Jonathan Johnson crashed. So we'll get that cleaned up and continue play. 1:14 left in the third period. Naptown out in front, 59-57. Hot start to the quarter for the Memphis Blues. They got up by 10, but Naptown has worked their way back and are now in front by 2. Memphis ball. Inbound pass. This is Bay with it. He gives it over to Moore. Moore is trapped. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by a Bulldog, and it'll stay with Memphis. This will be Gavin Withrow inbounding for Memphis. He gets it into Tadarian. Tadarian's trapped again. Whistle on the floor. Tadarian's on the floor. Javion Young called for the foul. And I think Tadarian's probably going to survive this. Nevertheless, we do not like seeing players suffer here at Minotaur's Media. So I see that Natalie has wisely moved the camera. Thank you, Natalie. 1:01 left in the third period. Tadarian's up. He's fine. There's nobody to replace him, so he really doesn't have a choice but to be fine, but I don't see any bones sticking out of his forehead or anything like that, so I think for the most part he's good. And they're going to clean up the floor. Angel Edmondson and Leangelo Saravia doing a nice job over there. All right. I think we have Tadarian Moore's face print on the floor all cleaned up. Tadarian seems to be okay. He's smiling, chatting with other players. All is good in the world again. Memphis ball. Gavin Withrow going to inbound. Inbound pass into Johnson. Back to Gavin. Gavin fires up a three-pointer. Too long. Rebounded by Phil Bessick. Phil gets it over to Saravia. I don't know why. I cannot get my mouth to work right here. Leangelo Saravia over to Angel Edmondson. Angel gets the ball knocked free. And Jonathan Johnson reels it in for Memphis. Down to Tadarian. Tadarian almost loses the handle. Over to Johnson. Back to Moore. Underneath to Bay. Bay's shot is up and good. Left-handed shot off high on the glass. Drops for 2. Ties up this ball game. Edmondson with it. Out to Javion Young. Javion fires up a three-pointer. It's going to be short. Phil Bessick tries his best, but he's shorter than Shaquille Ibrahim Bay, and Bay wins that rebound. Here comes Gavin. Going to shoot it up. He's going to beat the buzzer, but the shot won't fall, and we end the third period all knotted up, 59-59. And when we come back, we'll see what kind of fourth quarter we've got going on here. All righty, welcome back to Lebanon, Indiana, here in Boone County, northwest side of Indianapolis. There are 10 minutes on the clock. This is the fourth period. Scoreboard says 3. It appears there will be no Elam rule. If there was, it would be a race to 21 because we're tied up 59-59. But looks like we are going to play a timed 10-minute fourth quarter, although the clock has not started. Shot is up. Shot is good. I think that was a 3. Yes, it was. 62-59. And the clock still hasn't started. Who knows what we're doing here? It might be. We'll see. Passing it around. This is Jaquan Edwards. Gets it over to Angel Edmondson. Angel back to Edwards. Edwards going to fire up a 3. No. All air. Steve Rogers tries to save it. He cannot. So the ball will go over to Memphis. Clock still hasn't started. It's anyone's guess what we're playing to. We'll just call it until it's done. Giroux, three-pointer, got it! Kylan Giroux, and that'll give a quick 6-point lead to the Memphis Blues here in this fourth quarter. If we are playing by Elam rules, that would make 80 the target score. First one to 80 would win. And I'm going to have to guess that we are now playing by Elam rules because the clock has not started and nobody's yelling about it. So, inbound to Jaquan Edwards, out to Matt Ray. Matt's three-pointer won't go. It's rebounded by Kylan Giroux. Giroux weaves through traffic, knocked down by Angel Edmondson, but she's going to call Angel for a foul. He can't believe it. He feels wrongly accused. Demands a jury trial. She says, just give me the ball. And Kylan Giroux will go to the line to shoot 2. 65-59, Memphis in the lead. The shot is up. The shot is good. Substitutions now as Leangelo Saravia and Javion Young coming in. Matt Ray and Stephen Rogers coming out for the Bulldogs. Giroux, no. In and out, won't go. Rebounded by Edmondson. Edmondson over to Saravia. Tadarian is all over Saravia. Saravia wants some room, and the referee says, yes, you should have had more room. She calls Tadarian Moore for the foul. And as it was called on the floor, it will be an inbound pass by Saravia. Saravia into Angel. Angel Edmondson with it. He buffaloes his way a little closer, but then Johnson says, I'll take the ball, thank you very much. And Naptown yet to score in this period. That's Kylan Giroux over there with it. He's double teamed. He's going to need some help. He gets it underneath to Johnson. Johnson's going to shoot. Johnson's going to score. Johnson's going to draw the foul. Dame Wilburn called for the infraction. And that will send Jonathan Johnson to the line to shoot the and one. Memphis on a 9-0 run to start this quarter. We'll see if Johnson can make it a 10-0 run. And it looks like Phil Bessick and Dwayne Robinson are getting ready to come in. Nope, just Robinson, not Phil. Shot is up, shot is good. 69-59. Tadarian's tired. He's a little confused. He says, why didn't my guy get 2 shots? Referee said, well, he made the basket. You only get 1 after that. And at any rate, here we go. Javion Young underneath to Robinson. Robinson shoots. Robinson is fouled by Giroux. And Dwayne Robinson at the line. His shot is going to be short. Second shot is good. First point on the board for the Naptown Bulldogs in this fourth quarter. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. 69-60. We think we're playing by the Elam rule. Target score is 80. Would not be the first time that we've been surprised, though, in the two games we've called, so we'll see what happens. Kylan Giroux from three-point range won't go. Masterful effort there by Bay to try to reel it in for Memphis, but it goes out of bounds over to Naptown. Javion Young with it. Kicks it over. Jaquan Edwards gives it over to Angel Edmondson. Angel's looking for the basket. He's going to get his hand smacked on the way up. That'll be Jonathan Johnson called on the foul. And Angel Edmondson will go to the line. Naptown having a little bit of trouble here with free throws today. Well, Memphis has not had much trouble at all in that regard. Angel's first shot, though, makes me a liar. Thanks, Angel. See if we can get a second one to go to. He does. 69-62, Memphis in the lead. And it's intercepted by Saravia. Naptown's ball. Robinson. No. Battle for the rebound. That'll be a jump ball. Yes. And I have no idea whose ball it's going to be. It's going to be Memphis's ball. And now everybody's yelling at each other, but I know I saw the referee signal Memphis's ball. Now she says, nope, Naptown ball. I wish I could help, but I can't remember these things. 69-62, fourth quarter. Inbound pass. Bulldogs go around the horn. Passes over to Javion Young. Out to Angel. Angel back to Young. Young over to Saravia. Saravia is going to shoot. Beautiful left-handed shot. Up and in for two. And Bulldogs are starting to come alive there on the bench, which is good to see. Gavin Withrow gets it over to Kylan Giroux. Kylan, up. He wanted to pass it to a teammate. That's going to go right back to Memphis. Yep. A little too fancy on the attempted save there. And this will be Johnson. His left-handed shot won't go. Putback attempt by Tadarian won't go. It's finally reeled in by the Bulldogs. And up and in for two is Jaquan Edwards. And now Naptown on a bit of a run as they've closed the 10-point deficit down to 3. Tadarian going to try to break that 7-0 drought. Over to Gavin. Gavin Withrow underneath to a teammate. Can't quite. That's Johnson. Johnson shot up. No good. And it's rebounded by Edwards. Edwards over to Saravia. And Naptown with an outside chance of tying this one up or getting within one. Robinson with it. Dwayne's going to shoot for two. It won't go. Rebounded by Edmondson. Tipped out to Young. Young's going to fire it up. It won't go. Edmondson there again for his second offensive board on this possession. We've got a timeout on the floor. And what an effort by Angel Edmondson. Color me impressed. 69-66, Memphis in the lead. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. righty, we are back in Lebanon, Indiana. Fourth quarter, despite what the scoreboard says. It's 69-66, Memphis in the lead. At this point, we've got to assume they're playing the Elam rule. Target score is 80, as both of these clubs were tied at 59 at the end of three quarters. You add 21 to the leading team's score. There was no leading team, so target score is 80. First one to 80 wins this ball game. Bulldogs with it. Spin move, shot up, no good, no foul called. Tadarian Moore with the rebound. Tadarian brings it up the floor. Naptown Bulldogs currently on a 7-0 run after Memphis got out to a hot start to start the period. Tadarian, he loses the ball, but gets it back. Out to Gavin. Gavin's going to move in a little closer, but nope. Defenders all over him. Shot is up, no good by Giroux. However, it's rebounded by Johnson. Out to Withrow. Withrow going to get a little closer. Back out to Johnson. Johnson's going to fire up a three, and he's going to hit a three. 72-66. Memphis 8 points away from ending this one. And ball goes over to Memphis. I missed the signal what it was, but it's Memphis ball. Inbound pass to Gavin Withrow. Leangelo Saravia out there on defense for the Bulldogs. Withrow going to charge in toward the hoop. No, he's going to kick it out. I believe that's Johnson out there. It is, and Johnson hits another one. 75-66. Memphis just 5 points away from calling it a night with only 5 players here in the gymnasium and wearing blue. 3-point shot up and good! That's Leangelo Saravia there with a three-pointer. He gets Naptown back within 6. Kylan Giroux trying to work his way around Javion Young. Kylan fires up a long shot. It won't go. Rebounded by Angel Edmondson. Long pass down the floor to Robinson. Robinson's going to shoot. He'll get fouled by Giroux, I believe. Yes, it was. And Dwayne Robinson will go to the line to shoot two. 75-69 in the fourth quarter. Robinson's shot, short. Oh boy. Bulldogs could have just half of their missed free throws back. Be quite a different situation here. Second shot, got it. So Dwayne Robinson makes the appropriate adjustment, gets the second one to go. It's Memphis ball, 75-70. Target score is 80. Memphis with it. Tadarian Moore, to be specific. Underneath to Bay. Bay's pass out to Johnson gets slapped around, but Johnson reels it in. Johnson's shot up and in for two. And Jonathan Johnson has been on a tear here in this fourth quarter. I think that's 8 consecutive points for Memphis that have been courtesy of Mr. Johnson. Saravia is fouled on his attempt. I believe he was shooting a three. Natalie nods her head and says, yes, old man. And so that would send Mr. Saravia to the line to shoot three. Leangelo's first shot. Good. Second shot. That's going to be short. Yeah, that came out of his hand funny. I could tell. One more here. You got this, Leangelo. Here we go. Saravia intentionally misses, gets his own rebound, and we've got a whistle and play stops. Okay. Yep, at any rate, referee didn't like it. Memphis ball. And that'll be a foul against the Bulldogs, specifically Jaquan Edwards. And Memphis a three-pointer away from wrapping this one up. Hats off to these 5 guys who have been out on the floor for the entire time, along with the young lady who's our one and only referee. She's been out there taking care of everyone from all normally 3 refereeing spots. Tadarian Moore is at the line. First shot, no good. Bulldogs still have life. Second one is good. So Memphis now within a 2-point bucket of ending it. Naptown's going to have to play some incredible defense as well as score 9 unanswered points. Javion Young, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Kylan Giroux. Giroux, that'll do her. Final score, Memphis Blues 80, and they bump their record up to 5-1 with only 5 players on the floor. Naptown Bulldogs end it with 71, and they will drop to 1-3. I believe our scoreboard camera stayed in place, and we kept the sound on the whole way, so yay us! Thank you so much to the SBA and to Varsity Sports Nation for allowing us to do this. We have had a lot of fun at both of the Naptown Bulldogs games we've called. Wish you all a fantastic rest of the season, and we'll see you on down the line.